Start with our top story this hour. The hunt continues for at least 2 more suspects in connection with the murder of Hillary Gardee. eNCA has learned of a second arrest after a suspect was detained on Friday. Speaking at Gardee's funeral service yesterday, EFF leader Julius Malema said bail for suspects must be opposed. Gardee's body was found days after she had been reported missing, and the motive for her killing is still unclear. For more on this, we are joined by eNCA reporter Pule Letshiwti-Jones. Pule, thank you very much for your time this morning. Maybe furnish us with the latest developments around this particular story. You've just heard me in my intro mention that 2 people have now been arrested for this particular crime.
Well, a very good morning, Rafia. And yes, that has been word on the ground, according to some of the sources and contacts we've tried to, get information from, saying that 2 people are currently now behind bars. We also do understand that accompanied with that, these are 2 suspects who carry, political credentials as well. You'd remember just yesterday, the EFF leader Julius Malema did say that these 4 suspects amongst them are some who carry those crucial political credentials. As it is right now, while we are aware of this information coming from the sources, we also are aware that police officials for now have distanced themselves from the allegations that have been made regarding the arrest. They saying that they will be communicating with the public and of course the media as the investigations unfold and when the time is right to do so.
No, absolutely, Pule Letshiwti-Jones. In the meantime, though, we are seeing the family still very distraught about the developments around this particular case. And, of course, some certainty is going to need to come to the fore about why this actually happened.
Definitely, accountability will be crucial here. In fact, this also comes at a point whereby the police minister had the 72-hour activation set to have police officials work within that time framework to ensure that they can apprehend some of the suspects who are, of course, involved in this brutal killing of the late Hillary Gardee. And tomorrow will be quite crucial as well when we see the suspects appearing before the Nelspruit Magistrate Court. It will also be quite important to know whether they will be applying for bail or whether they will be not applying for bail. But as it is right now, we do understand that the EFF had been calling for their bail to be opposed. It will be quite interesting to see how tomorrow unfolds. The family is still reeling from these bad news. In fact, you'd hear that the father of the late Hillary Gardee, Gardee, yesterday during the funeral had a video clip in which he described the manner in which the late Hillary Gardee was brutally killed. And that was quite sad. I mean, the detail in that video clip just goes to show you how these suspects were actually, crucial, and they didn't think about what they were doing for a second, which costed a life of an innocent woman.
No, and of course quite chilling as well, Pule, is the fact that these are government officials allegedly that were involved in this particular crime.
I mean, definitely, the EFF did mention this yesterday during the funeral through its leader, Julius Malema. And what we understand as well is that one of the suspects, of course, is alleged to be working within the ANC's chief whip's office. We've seen that statement that has been released by ANC, also distancing themselves from these allegations, saying that they will continue to cooperate with a law enforcement agency if it is necessary to do so, and that they're saying investigations, or rather police officials, should be given the space to continue investigating this matter. That's the statement that was released by, of course, the leadership of the ANC in the province. But we do understand that both suspects who already have, one of them who was allegedly arrested as well, do carry those political credentials. And this is something which maintained, again, the party's reputation, if indeed it is proven in the court of law. But for now, the party in the province has distanced itself from those allegations. And while it is, we wait for police officials to actually, release that crucial information as to where they are at right now and what's going on. The police minister, Beitrele, also said that, there were three persons of interest before we understood that one more person was arrested, meaning in total it is 4 people who are allegedly behind this killing. 2 right now in police custody, 2 more still on the loose. You remember yesterday there was a picture that was doing the rounds on social media of one alleged suspect to be behind the killing as well, and some public members on social media were calling for his apprehension, saying that if he's seen anywhere they should report to police officials. One must say as well that the EFF has been quite vocal and supportive to the family around this case, that they've been wanting justice to prevail. They've welcomed the police officials' work at this crucial time to ensure that there's accountability, and of course saying that where there's more involved in this, more arrests should be made, and that has been the promise from police officials, saying more arrests are imminent.
No, absolutely. Pule Letshiwti-Jones following the story about around Hillary Gardee's murder. And apart from the accountability, Pule, it's important to note that issues or incidents of this nature should be prevented altogether. South Africa should be a safe place for women and all who live in it to live. But we'll catch up with you a little bit later on, Pule Letshiwti-Jones, there following the story around Hillary Gardee's murder. And